Hi there, this is Matt.
And I'm Kara.
And we are out in hot, sunny Las Vegas. And right now we're visiting an interesting location called Ethel M Chocolate Factory. What makes this unique is they got a lot of interesting cactus, or cacti, don't know how you say it, but they have a really cool cactus garden, and it's also a chocolate factory, which actually hails originally from Tacoma, which is from our neck of the woods out in Washington State. So we hope you join us on this adventure. When you arrive, you are greeted and given a sample piece of chocolate. Afterwards, you can take a self-guided tour of the chocolate factory. Here you can see several parts of the chocolate making process and the equipment used. So Kara got a free sample of milk chocolate. She's going to try it here.
I wonder if this guy made it.
Yeah, he could have. Good?
Mm-hmm. Really rich and fresh.
Nice. Okay, I also got a sample. I like dark chocolate. I kind of like some bitter stuff, so we'll see how this is. Oh, it's already melted a little bit in my hand. Make a huge mess. Very good, not super bitter. Got a good flavor to it, so good dark chocolate. So it all started in the year 1911. She began teaching her family about the joys of making chocolates by hand in the kitchen. Handmade chocolate is definitely the best. First chocolate batch ever made, they got a picture of it. And that guy, he's stirring it, he's happy. Good old Fred Dent, original candy maker. I bet he put a dent in that chocolate. So they kind of walk you through some of the different processes. Here back in the back are the cream beaters. And this is where they make all the satin cream chocolates. They mix everything together. And they also have labels above their cream beater. They got steam kettles, open flame mixers, cookers, and all-purpose mixers. So this third information post, number 3, has these cooling tables. And it looks like they take the product, put it on the table, and they got those cords underneath or tubes, and actually they use those, they water circulation inside in order to regulate the temperature, and it's a closed system which saves water. Next thing they're showing you, number 5 here, are these melting tanks. Now they hold 1,000 pounds, and that's where they store the chocolate prior to setting it out to the production line. Looks like they got 4 big ones right there. That would be 4,000 pounds of chocolate. Or like I like to say, that's a good day, 4,000 pounds of chocolate. Hey, this next one's a good one, so pay attention. This is the one-shot depositor. I'd kind of like to see the process inside, but that's where the chocolate, they're able to make molds and inject some sort of filling at the same time, such as chocolate liqueur pieces, but does it all in one shot, hence the name. And I think it's those boxes in the middle there. Kind of towards the end here, we have the cooling tunnel, and I think that's where all these different types are represented there. But it takes 45 minutes to go through the cooling process. They don't want to cool it too fast or too slow, that way it doesn't crack. And they can hold quite a lot of pieces at once. But this is where everything gets cooled down after that hot chocolate gets put together. And the end part of the self-guided tour is the packing area. Looks like where they take all those delicious chocolates and then package them and box them up so that you can get them. And here it looks like a couple examples of chocolates you can get. They got satin creams, truffles. I do like me some truffles. Yum, yum, yum. Caramels, nuts, and then they got just that solid chocolate, so delicious. And finally, last step is to take a selfie on the chocolate wall. Here is the chocolate wall, hashtag chocolate wall, where you can take a selfie. We'll put one in here.
Okay, so fun fact, we came here a couple years ago and saw Jamie Foxx in here buying chocolates for his bae, his significant other. So, Jamie Foxx is a fan of Ethel M's, we know that. Jamie Foxx loves these chocolates, you will too.
And at the end is where you can get different samples and purchase some chocolate to take home with you or eat right here. So Ethel M, guess what? Your marketing worked. They have those little samplers we had at the beginning. You can get a bag of milk and or dark chocolate. So it's 2 for $20. I think we're gonna get one of each. How's that sound?
Yeah, sounds good.
And these are really good. I like dark chocolate espresso beans. So a lot of times if you go to a little coffee stands, they'll give you one of these when you get your cup of coffee, but those are good. They also got milk chocolate pecans. Oh, and they got an awesome Ethel M's mug. That's really cool. A cool little keepsake.
Yeah, I think we should get it.
Yeah, sounds good. We like collecting mugs. So we ended up getting the mug as well as 2 things of the chocolate, 1 dark chocolate and 1 milk chocolate. So the mug is a cool keepsake, kind of gives us a reminder. We like collecting mugs from different locations we visit. And then we got the chocolate to munch on, so the kids will appreciate that as well when you bring it back to them. We got the chocolates, and they give you this nice gift bag. But not only that, inside they put a cold pack to keep it cold since it's like 100 degrees outside. That'll help keep it from melting. So, yeah, that's a nice little added touch.
Yeah.
Okay, not only is this an interesting chocolate factory, but they have quite a wonderful cactus garden outside. And so we want to do the chocolate factory first, and now we're going to go check out the different cactuses they have out there, or cacti, and give you a view of that. We came here a couple years ago, and it's pretty cool. They got a lot of interesting stuff, so we'll show you that. And so out of the front here, here's the Cactus Garden. And I don't know much about the species, but they have a lot of different interesting varieties for sure. In the beginning, there's a plaque here. It says it's dedicated to the memory of Forrest Mars, a brilliant innovator who, as a part of his family-owned business, created the timeless chocolate we know as Ethel M's. And you probably shouldn't have to say it, but it says stay off the rocks and don't touch the plants. But looking at this guy right here, you don't have to tell me twice. It may be hard to see, but look at those spines on that guy. Ouch. I definitely don't want to touch that one. What's nice about this beautiful walkway and cactus garden is it's completely free. It doesn't cost you anything, so you can come out here. We took a lift to get out here from the strip. It's a little bit of a drive, maybe 15, 20 minutes, but well worth it, and kind of a unique location away from it all. Okay, out here we got a saguaro cactus. It's one of the big ones. That one's unique. It's got like 3 different pieces kind of branching off of it. These little tiny guys are called rabbit ears. These are really neat looking. And what's nice is they're not all the same cacti. I like this stubby little guy here. It's called the fishhook barrel. Pretty short in compared to some of these other cactus species. This one's pretty unique. It's called the century plant. And these remind me almost of like aloe vera or like agave, kind of a big version. These ones are quite unique looking, and I like the little red flowers they have there. Kind of almost look like some ground cover. Now this is one I have heard of before, but I didn't know actually existed. This is called the prickly pear. And it's definitely prickly looking. And they call this area the solar skyway, but look, they got a huge array of solar panels. Makes sense though, a lot of sun out here in Nevada. Help power all the chocolate baking. And out here kind of in a back corner, they have a Joshua tree. And very unique looking. I don't know that I've seen a Joshua tree before. Kind of extends out over the other foliage here. It's really windy out here too, and like I said, about 100 degrees. Now, so let's part of this display. They have a lot of lava rock. It's really pretty throughout here. It adds almost gives it sort of a desolate or a planetscape, like it's from the moon. And these, for the fans of the movie Alien or the franchise, they remind me of like the facehugger eggs. These are called golden barrel cactus. Whole group of them on the ground there. And I like these little guys too. They almost look like little snakes popping out of the ground. Now this is probably my favorite thing I've seen so far. Kind of out of the ordinary. This is called a saguaro skeleton. Apparently this is what's left of an old saguaro cactus after it dies. It says they can live from 150 to 200 years, and that these looks like an actual skeleton. That's what's left after that. It leaves this kind of looks like a bundle of sticks all together, the remnants of an old saguaro cactus. Pretty neat. So that was a tour of Ethel M's Chocolate Factory. We showed you the chocolate factory, that whole process. There wasn't a ton of activity. There was some workers moving about, and maybe it wasn't a peak producing day, but it was interesting to see the different machinery and then the little gift shop and some of the history of the place. Now, this is off the beaten path. It's a little bit off the strip, maybe 15, 20 minutes or so. We took a lift to get here. But the crowning glory of this place is definitely the cactus yard. We showed you some of the unique cactus or cacti here, and they got quite a collection, beautiful landscape, and what's nice is it's free, just the cost of getting here. And then if you end up buying any souvenirs or anything like that, but yeah, it doesn't cost anything to do the self-guided tour, and the grounds are free as well, and it's really beautiful. What did you think?
I love it out here. It's really, really a cool place to visit. It's not very crowded because it's way off the strip. Plus, you get a free chocolate sample. You can't beat that.
Oh, yeah.
The little guided tour or self-guided tour is interesting and unique.
We're so glad that you joined us here. It was a fun place. I know it's hot, but it's a beautiful day. If you like these type of travel and location videos, give us a big thumbs up. That helps the channel. Also, if you're not a subscriber, please do, and smash that bell. That way you can join us on our next adventure. We also have a Patreon, $5 a month. We'll get you a personalized postcard from one of our visits and locations. We got quite a collection we want to dole out. Thanks again for watching, and we hope you join us on our next adventure. And now for fans of breakfast food, these are called purple pancake cactus. They got a unique purple color, although I don't see any syrup anywhere.